eyes on. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I see.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Right to the air is Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And you look at the Saints defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
He completes it right side to White. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on. Set Buffalo 860.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Cougar 19. Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's up to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tua. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Washington defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for a Saints.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Commanders' 47-yard line.
Ready. All right, go.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
All right, come on. Hey, come on.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try it with Steele. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
44, ready.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
19.
Here's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hold the set.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
70 Timberwolves.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Get it. 70 Lions. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Down the right sideline, Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Washington. Elijah Moore, 75 yards. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get that complete to Vele. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10.
Come on, 3, kick. Go ahead. Ready.
They'll try the left side with Steele. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, here's Steele.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go ahead. All right, go ahead, go.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready. Get on.
Straight ahead, Steele. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Velo. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. On the give, it's Steele. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
44. Ready. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now third down and very long.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. The guy's man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. To throw is Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Daniels looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jerry Jeudy, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Tua, the final shot before half. He's going to try and go deep again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
44-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the right side, he's got Velo. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the Commanders' 34-yard line.
Running right, here's Steele. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
70.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion.
Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
All right, come on.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. Tua going to throw. That is caught by Vele. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And Diggs, the motion man left. Play action, now it's Tua. That is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's in the space past the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. In motion goes the tight end. They'll hand it to Steele. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Yeah, ready.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
They go play action. Daniels completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Daniels. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A run here on first down with Reynolds. And a short gain here down to the 22. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Come on. Ready.
Now Daniels. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Saints.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Ready. Ready, team.
Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, this feels like a late-season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Tua. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
And that may turn out to be an ill-advised shot that far downfield. Now it's 4th down. And I don't think you'd call this field goal range. I think you've got to go for it, unless you have supreme confidence in your kicker. We'll see what they do.
Here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
It's a gain of 3. First down, New Orleans.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, get set. Ready, team.
Tua to throw. We'll get that complete to Vele. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second down, goal to go.
44. Ready. Ready, team. Ready.
Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. the call to come with the blitz there in this situation.
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Gets past one man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And pass complete to Moore. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here comes Steele. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
On the ready.
This is first and 10.
Go. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Good. 18.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure,